Aaron Simpson, number 4 with the Smith Golden Eagles with us. Basketball in Focus, Shane's Rib Shack for a Thursday. Aaron, what kind of seasons have been for you so far? Kind of give us your brief description of how this year has gone up to this point. I know it's been some good, some bad, up and down, but some of it's been very good.
It's been a good season for me personally, but as a team-wise, we could do a whole lot better than closing out games, coming out better in the third quarter, and playing together as a team when we're down.
Yeah, people got to know you pretty good in that Hayco tournament. You played good out there at the Hayco. Got to know you a little bit in that Dudley game. Big win against Dudley. It was your place earlier. And a tough loss over at Greensboro. That game I came in, you guys were down 30-12 in that game. I'm watching that rest of that first half. You guys took a 30-12 game, made a 17-0 run, make it 30-29, and went up in the second half. And just Grimsley just came back and put another run on top of you guys. It was tough.
Yeah, we had lost John Prairie a couple times. He'll knock it down. He's a real good spot-up shooter.
They did a pretty good job of finding him too that night.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, they really did. We didn't get loose balls, and Coach was talking to us all night about getting on the floor, getting loose balls. That was going to be the difference from us winning that game and losing that game. And we watched tape the other day, and a lot of people were not getting back on defense or leaking and not rebounding. So we kind of beat ourselves in a sense because when we came back, we had out the third quarter we had all the momentum, and then things started falling apart. We just got to learn how, when things fall apart, to come together as a team and say, we got to get this together.
That one stretch you guys had, you made that big run. You guys in that stretch, it's almost like you couldn't do anything wrong. Everything was going perfect in that one stretch when you cut that lead down and took that lead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We, as a team, we have to learn how to, once one person's getting off, get them the ball and not be so selfish. So,
how do you do all you can now to help your team and also help yourself to have a very good senior year, right? This thing's about gone. You look around, talk to Coach Partee, the season's nearly over, heading toward the end of regular season. How do you do all you can to make this thing go the right way in the end? The finish is going well, we hope.
Just work hard and practice, push my teammates. And just have fun. Coach was talking about us having fun, so I'm just trying to have fun this season.
Gotcha. Other than the coaches, who's been the biggest influence on your career? Other than the coaches, who's been that big basketball
That's tough. I'll say my mom.
She's been there for you?
Yeah, I say my mom.
How about the part of your game that's improved the most over the past year?
I would say shooting. When I first got to Smith, I was a drive type, try to body everybody. This past summer, I really worked on my jump shot, really worked on my pull-up.
Where'd you work on that at, and who helped you with that this past summer?
This man named Quentin Goods, he went to Smith.
Was that the big tall guy?
Mm-hmm. Quentin, he went there a couple years back.
Oh, yeah. So he and Jeremy Clayton were teammates back in the day there. Yeah, outstanding players. And Quentin Goods, we thought Quentin was just going to be a big tall guy, maybe move on out and just kind of forget about basketball. Right. He's come back to help a lot of people.
Yeah,
he's teaching in middle school, I believe, too, and helping in middle school.
Yes, he has.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. How about what's your best basketball move or your best shots?
I would say my dribble pull-up. I really have perfected that. Sometimes I forget that I can shoot the pull-up, so sometimes I go all the way to the lane and get a charge, but that's probably my best move right now.
Worst comes to worst, so you like to get to the basket, at least try to make contact, at least get yourself in the line, right?
Yep.
If you get yourself to the line, you feel pretty confident what can happen there.
Yes, sir.
What have you learned the most from your head coach, Coach Partee? What's he taught you the most?
Just be honest with yourself. Be honest with your teammates. If you did something, own up to it. He's just a real honest guy. Like, Coach Partee's not gonna beat around the bush. He's gonna tell you how it is.
That's made you a better person having that responsibility. Favorite sport other than basketball?
I have to say golf. I play golf for Smith.
Well, that's good. That's kind of a different change of pace and a little more relaxing.
Yes, it is. But you can never beat it. So it's one of those games where
it's a challenge sport. Then always trying to top what you did the previous day or trying to improve upon your score. Where do you? I guess we'd say, where do you work out in golf? Where's your spot to work out and train there?
Gillespie.
Yep, Gillespie Park. That's a good stop there. Good stop. Who do you think the MVP is going to be in the Super Bowl coming up Sunday? Got a big football game around the corner. Everybody's going to be watching that.
I think Marshawn Lynch is going to get it. He's not really talking to the media like that, so I think he's
definitely not being very overstated as far as his comments go to the media.
Yes,
definitely keeping those to himself. What about? You think pretty much that Seattle's got the win and
go pretty much. Seattle's gonna take it.
What's your favorite class over at Smith? Got a favorite teacher there?
My favorite teacher is Miss Glenn, my math teacher, AFM. I really like my math teacher. I've had her all 4 years, well, all 3 years that I've been at Smith. So,
How about least favorite class? Maybe the one that might be the hardest.
I really don't like English like that.
Not good for you in English, huh?
Nah.
That's interesting because sometimes for some people, math and sciences are tougher, and
Yep.
sometimes English is they think you can get by, so you actually go more toward the other way.
Right.
So math is good. Where are you going to go to college yet? We didn't ask you that yet. Any ideas? Any thoughts about that?
Undecided. I'm getting looked at by a couple schools, but undecided right now. It's still up in the air.
Still got a few college coaches that show up occasionally checking you
Yes,
guys
sir.
out?
Yes, sir.
That's good to know they're around. Always good to know they're there. You got to beat Dudley next in your schedule. How do you guys go about beating? You've already done it once. I think that's one thing. If I'm coaching, and
Right.
may not overstate this players, at least I know good. I know I can beat these guys.
Right.
How do you beat them again?
The first half that we played them, I think we were up 20 something to like 7 at one point. We just have to stop getting comfortable with leads. When we get comfortable with leads, we start playing outside our game. When we run plays, we get easy buckets. And Coach Barty's been preaching that, and Coach Waddell's been preaching that all year long.
Got to stay in the offense.
Just stay with what we do, and we'll win games. So if we stay with what we do, we can only beat ourselves in that situation. To me,
Are you guys more of a pass and cut type team, or maybe drive and dish, or penetrate?
we have good shooters. We have Tyrese. We have Cam. So if we can get to the basket and dish, we should win that game. I really do think we should.
Other than yourself or somebody on your team, who do you say is the best player in Guilford County?
Like all around,
All around, yeah.
I would have to say. John. John's real tough.
John Purrier?
Yeah, John Purrier is real tough.
He's tougher than people realize. There's nothing really pretty about his game
Right.
or fancy about his game.
Right.
It's just like old-fashioned, hard-knocks basketball.
Right.
And complete game.
Yeah, he's tough. He's tough.
You look at, if you go back to the beginning of your basketball career, do it all over again. Anything you would change? Anything you do different?
I would win those 2 conference championships that we got to the championship twice and lost. I definitely win those 2.
A little bit of a sting there then, going
Yes,
back to
sir.
those.
Yes, sir.
20 years from now, further down the road, where do you see yourself? Where's Aaron Simpson going to be maybe 20 years from this season, this time?
Hopefully owning my own business. I want to be a business major, so hopefully owning my own business.
Any idea what kind of business you might go into? Any thoughts?
Not really, but I want to work for myself. I don't want to work for somebody else.
Yeah, you want to be your own boss.
Yes, sir.
And I guess if you learn how to do business as a whole, you probably can do about any business you want
Yes,
to.
sir.
Just get the concept down to run your own
Yes,
business. Team MVP in basketball or number one in your class academically, which one would you take? MVP in basketball or number one in the class academic-wise?
Number 1 in the class academically. Basketball, you'll end up fading away. All great players have to end at one point. Education stays with you forever. So,
Said the ACC commissioner, John Swafford, the man in charge of the ACC, pulls up and says you can attend any ACC school that you want to and start for that team in the next basketball season. Which team you take out? There's a lot of teams in the ACC now, too.
NC State.
NC State.
NC State.
All you got to do is sit down and tell Cat Barber step aside, go down and tell Lacey to step aside.
sir.
They need a true point guard.
Yes, sir.
Tell Tyler Lewis to come back. Tyler, why did you take off Dylan Butler? You remember Tyler Lewis, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, Tyler, I don't know. I don't understand it. It's interesting how Coach Godfrey runs that system because it seems like they've gotten off the track here the past couple games.
Yes, sir. They lost last night to Clemson.
Clemson had a doggone bad
sir.
stretch in that game. Had overtime losses to some recent teams.
Yes, sir.
Lost a 2-point game to Carolina, but we'll take it. How about the Bostic brothers from Smith? What sport did they play? They just got named to the North Carolina Sports Hall of Fame. Remember the
They
Bostic
play
brothers?
football.
There you go. Excellent job on that answer there. Take a photograph. Take the snapshot of your life. Looking back at it, basketball. What will we see in that snapshot of your life? And I think of you. I think of penetration. Penetration, getting the basket. That's my snapshot. Aaron Simpson.
A lot of contact finishing.
Contact finishing.
Yes, sir.
Say if we went one-on-one today. It's just out of the blue question here. Went one-on-one today. How much would you have to get ready? Say if I brought back J.J. Watson, you and J.J. going one-on-one today. It'd be about, I think he's averaging about 21.5 a game last time I checked.
sir.
You probably keep up too. Diamond R Ranch out in California, whatever. So you and J.J. going one-on-one today. Who would take? How much would you have to prepare to get ready? And who would take that game?
Oh, I would definitely take that game. Me and JJ, we still talk on and off, so he's still my boy, but he definitely would take that game.
See him going places down the road. Think J.J. still will?
Oh yes. He's a pure shooter, and he's a good person. He's a good person. on and off the court. So
He works hard too, tries to do the right thing, and I don't know. We see a lot of players come through, but I don't think we'll ever forget him. Just that one season, the kid made a lot of impact.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He was a different type player. He actually took control of the game in a way you don't see too many people take control.
Right.
Listen, Aaron, excellent job this season. Do you feel like you'll be full strength tomorrow for the game?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's just a little muscle strain. Won't stop me from playing.
Anything you put heat on, put ice on? How do you treat it?
I did heat and ice and today, and then I take this ointment. It's like relaxer on my muscles, so I should be fine game time.